the live stream right now. So as we are going live on Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, I'm going to let my dog, the one, the only co-host Tez, take over the live stream while we test out the audio for you guys. Stay tuned. We might stop the video and do another clip, or we might keep this depending on how the sound check goes. But you are now live on 5-Star.
Let's go. 5-fucking-star live stream. We are out here back at it with another episode. Gonna break down how to decode WOMANESE. We're gonna give you guys some bio like usual and get right in fucking to it, man. As you see, we out here in Fort Lauderdale. Get into it on a Sunday fucking night. Motherfuckers is going to sleep, getting ready for work, getting ready for school, and we are out here adding value. This shit does not stop at all. Make sure to show love if you fuck with us. Like, comment, subscribe. Show love at highdemand_Tez on all platforms. Life of Chris live stream on all platforms. We're out here. We're going to continue to just add this value and give our supporters, the real ones out there, just more and more fucking value. As you fucking know, let's fucking get it. Fuck all that Sunday night football shit. Fuck all that. That's not better in your life. We're going to give you shit that you can take into the real world and get fucking better, because that is what it's about. We're cutting out the distractions, the fucking politics shit that doesn't get you anywhere, and we're just gonna add value. Let's fucking get it, man. As you see the studio, we just add more to the studio. We're gonna keep adding and adding as we keep growing and getting better, so that way we just get a higher and higher quality for our supporters, so we make this shit happen as much as possible. As you see, I got the fucking orange juice. The nigga was a little bit under the weather and shit a little bit, but we still here. You feel me? I'm still here getting better and fucking we making this shit happen. Ain't no excuses around this bitch. We do it regardless. I don't give a fuck if it's raining, sunny, fucking hot, cold, snowing. We gonna be here and we making this shit fucking happen. Let's get it.
Literally, did you get the orange juice because you were feeling sick and it's helping you feel better?
Yeah.
Oh, good shit. I didn't even know you was feeling sick, bro. What is going on up in this motherfucker?
Yeah.
Is it the weather knocking you out?
Bro, who gives a like nigga, fuck all that gay shit, nigga. You just fucking if you feeling just get orange juice. Fuck all that fucking all them pills and shit. Just a bottle of orange juice will take everything away. But no, just a little, not too much, a little runny nose and shit. Nothing too fucking crazy. None of that gay shit. None of that gay sick shit. But I just gotta let the motherfuckers know, you like, this motherfucker got a big ass fucking gallon of orange juice, motherfucker. That's why a nigga just gotta reboot here, get some fucking, what is this, vitamin fucking
C.
Yeah, vitamin C. Fuck all that other shit, nigga. But yeah, we out here, hell yeah.
We are out here. All right, listen to this real quick. And then we gotta see, my voice sounds good here, 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 here. Voice sounds good here. Sounds good, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I think this one's going to be a good one.
Let's get it.
Well, I'm ready to go live, man. We got an excellent topic today. I think we're good to go, bro. I think this one's going to be blessed. Anytime that we have bad audio, you know, we're going to make sure that we turn it into good audio. So if you're in the live stream, live chat right now, and if you were in the chat before, shout out to you guys. We have got one hell of a topic to help you in the world of dating today. Keep in mind, me and Tez are actually in the world of dating as you would see it in real life. We're not giving you advice based on 100 years ago. We're not giving you advice based on someone's philosophy. We're not giving you advice based on anything other than the actual modern day. We're out here in real life, in real time, in the field, up and down these streets with the ladies, talking to the ladies. We're getting you guys the actual sauce. I'm doing everything I can individually to make you women better women in the world of dating. There is so many things that you girls need to do to have a better standard. Not the highest delusional standard, not a low beneath your mean standard, but I'm literally out here teaching you ladies how to have a real standard, a good traditional standard that'll set you up for having a successful relationship in the case of monogamy or sharing a man. So, my guy, Tez, bro, you actually came up with a very interesting topic today, and I wanted to say that not only do I agree with it, but there's a lot of shout outs to come with this topic. You know what I'm saying? I see situationally with men, a lot of the time, they will hear what a woman's saying, and they might even know that what she's saying sounds like bullshit, but they don't know how to change situationally or how to respond to her shit test or even to detect or decode womanese.
Yeah, when speaking with women, it's the complete opposite as men. They're very indirect. We're direct. So if fucking a woman starts talking, saying shit, you're not understanding the signal that she's giving you or what she's trying to tell you. She's really not interested in what she actually means. So we're going to really break down on these phrases that women use, and we're going to tell you what they actually mean so you can be on point. You know how to respond and figure out if she's a waste of time or if she's not. So we'll start off with the first one. If a woman tells you, if you're talking to a woman, you're seeing a woman and she tells you, we need to take a break, or I need a break for a minute. I need to work on myself. I just need a break, or I need space. If she says that, translation, what does this mean? So first I want to say this. That doesn't mean you as a man, you try to fucking be overbearing and say, no, let's figure this out, work this shit out. No, you got to sit back and start thinking, what the fuck does she actually, why is she saying this? What does she mean? What she's saying when she says, I need a break, or I need space, I need to work on myself, what she's saying is, there is someone else in the picture. If she says, I need a break, there's someone else in the picture who might be a better option than you. So I don't want to feel bad by cheating on you. So we need to take a break. I want to leave this still on somewhat good terms. So if I need to come back to you, if this guy isn't good enough, then I'm going to come back to you and act like that never happened. But we need to take a break so I can see if this guy is a better option than you. And if he is, then this break is going to be forever and we're just going to end. And if he's not, I'm going to come back to you and we're going to be back together like nothing ever happened. Because right now I need to take a break from you because you're not what I want right now. You're not meeting all my requirements, and there might be a better option out there. So if you're a girl, if you're in a relationship and your girl's telling you she needs a break or she needs space, that is what she's saying, is that there's someone else that might be a better option than you, and she wants to go try that out, and she might come back to you if it's not a better option, and if it is, she's just gonna leave you. Because a lot of you motherfuckers, girls, is telling you they need a break or they need space, and you guys are so pussy whipped or in love. You think you're in love, and you're like, no, let's make this work. Let's figure it out. No, she's telling you in an indirect way that there's a better option out there for her, and she needs to try it out.
And you're gonna see a consistent trend of normally decoding womanese. We need to take a break because there's another guy in the picture. You'll see a lot of it is like conclusively a way for her to say, no, let me let you down gently because I need more dick or I want to do something else. And she's just like giving you a bunch of not so direct ways into saying that in a sweet way, right? Now, before we get deeper into this topic, man, before we even got to this point, before that, let me give you guys a little story of like how we even got to this point, or how at least I got to this point, right? It's in general, when you're dealing with women and you're born and you're a guy and you're going to school and you're interacting with girls earlier parts in your life, if you're a normal dude, you probably just don't think about the way that women perceive the world, and you think logically as a man, right? So because when you're younger and you're dealing with women, you think logically, you're not interpreting the world through the lens that they interpret it through. So you don't need to make the responses in the way that women need to make responses, because women and men are very different. Women are weaker. Women are soft, cute, feminine, passive. Men can fight. Men can play football. Men can do what they want to do when they want to do whatever they want to do. So as a man says something, he can challenge another man and be like, yo, I'm better at this game, so I'm going to tell you that to your face. You're not as good as me. But girls don't have that thought in their head. So because they don't communicate in that way, when a guy is being all savage and straightforward and hard to the core, a girl is using the way that she communicates to take over your mind. So fast forward the clocks a little bit, I grew up as a dude who gained the skill of understanding women through dating and being around them a lot. And in being around them a lot, you'll see that they say one thing and mean another thing. And that leads us to today. Shout out to Donovan Sharp, man. Shout out to you, because I got a chance to talk to you a couple times. If you guys don't know Donovan Sharp, he's actually pretty well known in this space. If you're getting into the world of YouTube and you're like trying to figure out the world of women and you do cross paths with Donovan Sharp, I even got a chance to talk to him a couple times. I've talked to him on his show. I've talked to him on Fresh and Fit, and he actually has a book where he'll talk about. He has like one book called like the 48 Laws of Sharp. It's funny. It's like the 48 Laws of Power, but like Donovan Sharp. And then he has like another book on how to translate and understand womanese. And you should go check that out if you want to understand that. But we're giving you the sauce on how we see womanese applied today, here, right now in the modern day. Let me give you guys a really good one, right? I had been working with this guy who was mediocre at best in business. And I'm well known to be like connected to people who are moving forward throughout the zeitgeist of the game and the culture. So this guy comes to me and he's like, yo, I really want to get better at business, da-da-da-da-da. So I tell him, well, look, in the world of business, the reason you're not really closing any clients is because you're not really good at conveying your value and making an offer. So when you say what you're able to do, they're just hearing, yeah, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, but you're not making an offer that solves a problem. So I said, hey, look, I know a couple girls, if you want to make your offer to bring your stuff to them, here, let me give you their Instagram, so go ahead and hit them up with your offer. And he's still being weak at business at the time, without my guidance, just goes and makes an offer to the girls without even consulting me, and then comes back to me and says, oh, look what she said. She said, I'm going to go talk to my business partner. And he thought that really meant that she's going to go talk to her business partner about what he's able to bring to the table, right? And I'm not saying what he was doing because that'll like reveal who he is. We're keeping him anonymous right now. So when I saw it and he saw it, we both saw it through different lenses. I saw it through the, oh, she let you down gently and she's never going to talk to your ass again lens. And then he saw through the, oh, she's really going to go and talk to her business partner. I'm so excited. But he couldn't interpret that through the text message, through the direct message on Instagram, the value had already been dropped. Like, you know what I mean? He wasn't able to interpret the words of a woman. And as me and Tez are going to give you the breakdown on womanese here, on the real life, the real modern day, you're going to see there's all kinds of nefarious ways in which women communicate. And if I'm being honest, it really almost feels like the deeper that you understand women, it's almost as if they communicate through lying. It's like they communicate through lying and deception. And if you want to hold men accountable, men often when they're dating, they resort to lying in order to like boost up their stats to make themselves look better to the girl. But girls, see, like when a guy's lying, he's peacocking to make himself look better in the eyes of the woman through deception. But women, they communicate with deception for nefarious reasons only. You know what I mean? There's never like a evergreen component to that story.
Yeah. We both lie. Men, women lie. Now, when women lie, it's like by omitting the truth, by leaving shit out, it's like by default you're lying. So it's like even if they don't say, okay, well, I don't want to be with you, I'm gonna go find a new guy. They just say, I want to take a break instead, or I want space. By leaving out the truth, then you're lying by default because you're omitting all the information. So that happens. Women do that. So yeah, guys, just like the example that you just gave, most guys, they can't really understand what the woman is saying because we speak direct, they speak indirect. So that was her way. I need to talk to my business partner. I'll get back with you. He's thinking in his head, if I tell a girl if I need to go talk to my business partner, I'm really going to go do that and I'm going to come back with an answer or a response. But no, in her head, she's like, I'm probably not really fucking with this guy for the most part, or I'm not fucking with this situation. So let me passively or just not be direct with declining his offer and just say this because I want to get out of it. So guys just need to be aware of that. Like that's how women communicate. So it's very vague and it's not ever direct. So the only way to really know that a girl fucks with you or not is if she's giving you full compliance. She's giving you full compliance. You're gonna know if she's interested in you. But if you're constantly texting her all day and all you're getting is attention but no actual compliance, that's how you know if she fucks with you a lot. Because a lot of guys, like girls, are telling you in their way that they don't really fuck with you. Oh, let's just be friends, or let's take things slow. That's her way of telling you it's like your value isn't high enough to be more than friends right now, or I'm gonna make you work for this pussy for a long time.
Friends means
before.
option too. Don't forget that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make you work for this pussy and stuff. Because a guy heard from a girl. I want to just, if a girl says I want to take things slower, let's just be friends first. He's thinking, okay, I have a chance that she's gonna get with me. There's a chance, but like what she's telling you is your value isn't high enough. I'm probably gonna be fucking some other dude on the side while I'm gonna leave you here because you're a good boy. I like your attention, so I still want to keep you around. But in his head, he's like, oh wow, I'm almost there. I have a chance, and that goes back to having a scarcity fucking mindset. But yeah, you just gotta be aware. And another thing is like with women, less is more. Less is always more with women. So when you're getting these fucking, let's take a break, I need space, don't go start going on fucking rants and shit on why you guys should be together. Just, okay, all right. Just, all you gotta say is like 2 words like that. She says, let's take a break. All right, okay. And then just go your separate ways. Because she's gonna be expecting you to, well, what's going on? Like, what did I do wrong? What's happened? I thought everything was good. Why do you want to leave me? Like, she's expecting you to respond like this because she knows your value is low as fuck. And she thinks she's better than you. So when you just say something, when you just say less, like, all right. And then she starts thinking like, what the fuck? Like, maybe I just fucked up and this guy is really actually fucking a good ass option or a better option than I have. So when you're dealing with women, less is always more. And that's the only thing that is. It only pertains to women. Like if you work a lot of hours, you put in work in your business, 9 times out of 10, you're going to end up getting the result down the road. If you fucking put in a lot of effort in your friendships with your friends or show a lot of effort, love to your family and shit, you're going to a lot of times get that shit back. But it's women are the only thing to where it's like less is always more. The more you give her, the less your value is. The less you give her, whether it's attention, resources, time, the higher your value is. You think fucking celebrities, rich, famous people who are, and I hate to like use them as an example, but it's extreme, but I just want you to understand, it's like, you think these motherfuckers are hanging out with the same girl every day? Motherfucker, they might spend 20, 30 minutes with one girl and fucking not just enough because their value is high and less is more. So, but you out here spending all day, every day with the bitch because your value is low. So the more you're around her, the more time, attention you give her, the less your value is. So less is more. Remember that.
Because literally, the way he's describing it, there is no equity with women. No matter how much you invest into them, they won't see it the way that you see it. Now, let me rewind a little bit here. When Tez was saying less is more, and the woman is saying we need to take a break, what string is she pulling on there? What is she testing? What is she testing for? She's testing your ability to be committed to her. And at this point in testing, for whatever reason, she's deep into it and she's looking at this commitment string and she's saying, "Oh, I want to see. Oh, Chris, can I want to take a break?" And then you say, "Okay." You're showing her that you're holding your value high, because if you say okay with the intention of then walking away because she shouldn't have gone there to begin with, right? If she's testing your commitment, she's testing it at that point. It's usually like belligerent. It's usually she's chopping away at it to see at what point you'll snap the cord. But if your value is kept high the entire time, hopefully she'll never get to that point where she's asking about that. But if you're keeping your value high, you have an abundance mentality. With that abundance mentality, she would know what time it is already. Because when a girl knows if she can get replaced, she's going to act better 100% of the time, every time. Because they don't want to end the joyride of life that is the exquisite life that you provide, assuming that she's fallen into your frame and likes you for who you are congruently. Now, let's say that you want to get to that place, right? So you're approaching the girls, you're meeting them for a couple times. Now you know each other, and you're in the frame of, like, there's 2 ways this could apply, and this could be like in the beginning of getting to know each other, but the overall general perception is what I'm going to be leaning towards here. When a girl says stuff like, "You're so nice, you're so sweet, you're so kind," Now, again, if you're like meeting her mom for like the first time and she says, "Oh, I like him. He's nice." In this scenario, it could just mean he's social proof. He's cool. I like being with him. But now let's take it to like a little bit more practical world, right? You're at maybe like some get together. It's her friends, her female friends, and then she's saying shit like, "He's so kind. He's so nice." Tez, like, you know what I'm saying? Tell me, does that play to your favor or nah?
If a girl calls you nice, you should be offended. Like, that should offend you. Like, you shouldn't. A girl should. That is not a compliment. A guy will hear that and they'll take that as a compliment. Like, oh, she thinks I'm nice. Like, I'm on the right track to be able to fuck her. No, if a girl, like, remember, girls live completely different existences than us. They're used to the world pandering to them. They're used to everyone being nice to them, doing whatever they want or whatever they need. So being nice to them, it really doesn't get you anywhere, because it's like, it goes back to privilege is invisible to those that have it. They've been getting treated nice their whole fucking life. So when she says, "Oh, he's so nice. He's a nice guy," or she says, "You're so nice," a dude will hear that and think, "Oh, like, I'm in there, like, I'm in the fucking game." But no, if she's saying that, she's like, this guy is doing whatever the fuck, being nice as fuck just to fuck me, and I know he just wants to have sex with me. Even if you're being nice, you're just being a good person, a nice person to her. You don't even want to fuck her. This is how they interpret it, because they're so used to guys just acting nice because they want to fuck. So if you're just nice to a bitch just by you being nice, she's gonna think, "Oh, he's a nice guy," and in her head she's like, he is being nice, acting this way, being a gentleman simply because he wants to fuck me, and it's not gonna work. So I'm just gonna call him a nice guy, so he knows that I know that what he's doing isn't working, because I know you just want to fuck me, and I know that's why you're acting this way. And that's what she's saying when you're a nice guy. She believes that you are holding back a part of yourself just to fuck her, so you're just being nice about everything. And a guy will hear that and think, "Oh, that is way too much." Like, that is not how they think. Yes, the fuck it is. If you are a nice guy to them, there's a reason why they say nice guys finish last. If you are a nice guy to them, they truly believe that you are only being this way to fuck them. That's why I will go out of my way to, like, not even be nice, because I know fucking they're gonna take that as, "Oh, he just wants to fuck me." So I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna let you know that I don't give a fuck about fucking you, and I'm just not gonna, like, I'm gonna treat you like a fucking another dude almost, just so you know that I'm not acting this way just to fuck you, because that's what they're used to, is guys just behaving a certain way just to fuck them. That's why the asshole gets the pussy and the nice guy doesn't. It's because they respect the asshole more, because his value must be higher if he can be whoever the fuck he truly is, and he doesn't care about fucking me. And he's not acting nice. He's like being himself. He's being true. He's being real, because he doesn't care about fucking me.
100. Yo, so check this out. We bring you guys the value. We bring you guys the sauce. Now, if you haven't seen Home Math before, we have. Trust me, you need to see Home Math in order for this part to make a lot of sense to you guys. I'm going to break it down for you into 3 major categories that women compartmentalize men in, right? The 3 main categories, if you were to watch a Home Math graph, there's a bunch of places that women compartmentalize men. There's a bunch of boxes that women will put men in, right? But the 3 main ones are Prince Charming, which is at like the middle of the graph, right? And a girl in a most perfect scenario wants her Prince Charming. That guy is a guy. Now, let me kind of break it down for you like this. Prince Charming is having sex, like, which is what you want to have with the girl. You're just getting to meet her. We gave you the scenario, right? You're meeting her. She's calling you a nice guy. You don't really want to be in that scenario, because there's Prince Charming, there's the friend zone, and then there's the bad boy. When she says that you're a nice guy, you are way closer to being in the friend zone, and you do not want to be in the fucking friend zone, because if you're in the friend zone, she's saying, "I need to make rules for you. You can be an option. My pussy is going to throw up the guarded gates now." But for Prince Charming, she'll let those gates down, and you'll have like a king-queen type relationship, sex, however that goes, right? Frequently as they need it. Bad boy, this dude is in there, Bad boy is always getting what he wants from the ladies because the bad boy is more closer to the asshole. Now, in a female mating strategy, why is it that good behavior from a man doesn't get rewarded with sexual? Why doesn't it get rewarded with sex? It doesn't get rewarded with sex because you're basically saying to her mating strategy that you can be too safe, and for whatever reason, they're not aroused by that. They don't feel aroused by that. What they're aroused by is the bad boy. Now, in a girl's mind, a bad boy is a guy he also has a lot of options. Girls select him to have sex with all the time. She, again, in her mating strategy, understands that other girls have been on that dick, and she wants to join that party as well. She wants to hop on. She wants to try out that roll ride. She wants to know why. There's a mystery in it, right? So the good guy, he's getting nothing. Prince Charming is like damn near husband-wife marriage material. Bad boy getting pussy all the time. In her mating strategy, there's actually viral videos that'll go like this, right? One girl will be talking to another girl, and the girl will say, "Oh, I'm gonna find a boyfriend for you." So the girl's saying, "Oh, this guy likes you, this guy likes you, this guy likes you, this guy likes you," and the girl's saying, "I don't want him, I don't want him, I don't want him." Then her friend says, "Well, this guy likes you, this guy likes you, this guy likes you." She's like, "I don't want him, I don't want him, I don't want him." Then the girl says, "This guy doesn't like you." She immediately says, "I want him." Right? Why is it that they're wired to be like that? It's because a woman is naturally insecure, and a man cannot be that way when dating the woman. Women are so insecure that there's a $1 billion makeup industry to make their ugly ass look pretty. But once they get pretty and they've now done all that makeup and shit, they want you to call them beautiful to lessen their anxiety and raise their security and make them feel good and feel pretty. And if you make them feel that way, that's arousing to them. But a bad boy doesn't give a fuck how they feel. And because he doesn't give a fuck what they feel, say, do, or think, that is so interesting to them because they are constantly getting their ass kicked. They're getting their ass praised. They almost have like a bunch of dudes coming up to them like candidate after candidate after candidate. Like, hey, look at me. I could be that guy. But when the guy walks in and says, you? Nah, not you. It really hits something deep inside her that makes her feel like, oh shit, it's so triggering. I need to go have sex to make up for this.
Hell yeah, no, 1,000%. And it's like, look at it like this. If you go for a job, you go apply for a job and they don't hire you, what are they saying? You don't qualify for this job. We are better than you. You don't meet our qualifications, so you're just not good enough for this job. So now with the girl, all the guys that want her, that are fucking showing so much interest and attention, she's starting to think in her head that I'm better than you guys. That's why you're giving me all this attention. Now the guy that doesn't want her, it goes back to like you want what you can't have. Like the guy that doesn't want her, he's the job that she can't get because she doesn't qualify. So in her head, she's thinking he's better than me. That's why he doesn't want me. And they want leaders. Like that's why they're gonna fucking not go with all the guys that want them, and they'll go with the guy that doesn't want them. Is because, like I said, in her head, he's better than her, and the other guys aren't. So she needs a leader, someone that she can look up to. So that's why she would get with the guy who who doesn't want her, because in her eyes, he has to be better than her. And now, like another thing that guys really need to be aware of when talking to women and dealing with women, if a woman says, I need it, I was healing, or I was finding myself. If she's 28, 29, and you're talking with her, and you maybe ask her like, when's the last time you were in a relationship, or you just like somehow find out that she hasn't been in a relationship for 5, 7, 10 years, a long time, and then you ask her like, oh, how's your life been? What's been going on with you? And she's like, oh, I was just finding myself. I was healing. Went through some things, and I had to find myself. Translation: she was getting fucked. She was like perpetually just getting fucked by guys, and she finally, after getting fucked and dumped by all these guys as she was finding healing, probably went through a breakup or something, so she had to find herself. So she was steadily getting fucked by a bunch of dudes, and she had to get ran through by a lot of dudes. Now she wants you as a fucking nice guy, because she realized that none of these dudes are gonna take her serious. So after she found herself and she healed, she wants to be with the nice guy. So if a girl has ever said to you, I was healing, or I needed to find myself, she was taking dick. She was not, like, don't think she was locked in like the bros, fucking working all these hours, stacking money, going to the gym, doing all this shit. No, she was just getting fucked by different dudes, few dudes, and fucking, and then now she's ready to actually settle down with the fucking nice guy. So remember that. If a girl tells you she was healing or finding herself, she was fucking dudes. Stay far away from her.
Yo, and I gotta add to what Tez is saying here, right? The final stage, the final form of a 304, the final form of a super Tatiana is, I now have religion and I go to church, right? But why? Why is that the final form? What did she do to bring her to that point, right? To have the need for a healing journey, which is a bunch of bullshit. Healing journey is hopping from dick to dick to dick, right? So what's going to happen is that a girl discovers, well, look, I had a relationship and I did that and I crossed it off my list now because she's interpreting the world through a different lens. Men work their ass off to get to the point where they can have a place with women. A woman is only receiving this stuff, so she'll be like, yeah, I was married before, or yeah, I had a relationship before, and now that I had a relationship and I'm 22 or 23, I'm going to take my hot, fiery, pretty ass all over the world and go on my healing journey, right? So then, what is she actually doing by having? She's gonna go and she's gonna have sex with guy after guy after guy after guy after guy after guy. She's lowered her value into absolutely nothing. Now she wants a, just like we were telling you, nice guy. But let's translate what that nice guy is, right? The guy who's willing to pick up a woman after she has lost all her value. A lot of the time it's you Christian men. Hey, you Christian men, you are a lot of soft fucking pussies out there. But don't worry, 5 stars here to make you a lot more tough, because Christian men should be tough too. So in this scenario, she's entering the final form of whoredom, right? She's stage 4 cell. She's hit the final form. She's the perfect thought. What happens is she says, I'm going to church now. I want a nice guy. That guy is someone that she can wrap around her finger. And now if you watch the last episode, I told you what happens. The girl will spend time with guys like me and then go out and get boyfriends with guys like him. Guys that are going to tolerate any of her behavior because they don't have the backbone to not be a nice guy. They're getting the good boy, you're such a good boy behavior, because what happens is she's entering a different thought, right? She went from the girl who was getting fucked all up and down her early years, getting pumped and dumped all up in college. She's went on world tour. She's traveled the world. She's been, many men have been inside her. And after she's thrown away her purity and all her worth, she now decides, like, you know what? God can fix me. And she's right. God can fix her. God can help her. God can take care of her spirit and her soul and her sin and her nasty stuff that she's done with her life. But God isn't trying to smash. God isn't trying to have a relationship with you. Men are trying to have a fucking relationship with you. In fact, let's use Jesus as an example. There's a very famous story in the Bible where a woman walks up to Jesus and says, Jesus, I need a husband. And Jesus looks at the woman and says, you've had 5. Think about that. Even Jesus is saying, don't you know the limit of dick you could have? You disgusting thought. So now you got to see, the nice guy is the weaker guy that provides a sense of safety and security with the last little remnants of his bitch-ass masculinity. That guy's using his masculinity the wrong way. What that guy needs to do is say, hey, Tatiana, fuck you and fuck your spiritual nastiness. You can do one of 2 things, Tatiana. You can be one of my concubine, shut the fuck up and listen to me and do things my way on my program, or you can be a nice girl and go play with your friends and leave me the fuck alone.
Damn. That's fucked. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's 100%. But that's what it is. And fucking a girl will fucking, that's what she'll do to a nice guy. And I want to break this down again as far as a fucking girl behaving this way and her needing to find herself. Translation: I was treated bad by a guy. He broke my heart. Maybe he cheated on me. He didn't treat me right. So I was so fucking, and we broke up. And then that made me so fucking insecure. It made me think so much less of myself. It took all my confidence away from me. Everything I thought that I wasn't, because this guy treated me so bad. And now I'm just so insecure because of this guy. So when that happened, and she says she needs to find herself, she got treated really bad by a guy. They broke up. And then she ran through a whole bunch of dick trying to feel better about herself. She was thinking that was the answer to her healing, or her feeling better, was to be with a bunch of guys, fucking maybe go out and party a little bit, take dick by guys, being in these short-term relationships with these guys. She was thinking that was gonna fucking make her feel whole again. So when she was saying she was healing, what she was doing was, it's kind of like, if you go through some shit, a death in the family happened, knock on wood, that doesn't happen, but a death in the family, or fucking something bad, you lose your job, and then you just start fucking doing drugs or drinking alcohol, and then after you do all that, you fucking you get a better job, or you try to do right, and then you start telling people, oh, you needed to find yourself, you needed to heal. Well, no, what you did was just indulge in a bunch of shit that didn't make your life any better. You just did the fucking opposite of what you should actually do by fucking taking drugs and alcohol. So
debauchery.
Yeah, and what they do is fucking, when they end a bad relationship that takes their confidence and makes them feel insecure, they indulge in that shit because they think it's gonna make them feel better. The short-term dopamine and the feel good in the moment type stories of them fucking guys and fucking going out and getting drunk and shit. So she did all this for whether it was 6 months, 3 months, a year. She was having short-term sex with guys, and then she's like, fuck, this did not make me feel good at all. This actually made me feel even worse. So now I'm ready to go find a nice guy who doesn't know his value, who I can really take advantage of in this situation. I can have the leverage. So I'm going to find him now, who's going to give me all this attention, treat me like a princess. I know I don't deserve it, but I know there's a guy out there who doesn't know his value and who will treat me like a queen because I'm the best that he can probably get. So I'm going to find that guy. So now she's ready to settle down with you. So when she tells you she needed to heal or find herself, that's what she was doing, is getting fucked by guys because one dude made her feel bad. And then now she's ready to be with the fucking simp, a sucker, because he doesn't know his value.
So let me ask you this, man. How many scenarios have you been in where you go to like Instagram or you go to like Facebook or some social media and you're like, yo, I used to know this girl in a certain light, but now she's getting married. And the things that I know her for, if that guy knew these things, she probably would not be getting married.
Bro, that's the reason why I'd like stay, like, it is gonna be very hard. Like, I'm gonna do a lot of shit. If it's the girl I actually want to fucking marry or even take it serious as fuck, I'm doing a fucking she is getting fucking investigated like a fucking, she's a fucking in some type of secret, I don't want to fucking get demonetized and shit, but
MI6 bitch.
Yeah, she's in fucking M6 or some fucking crazy ass group to where she is being investigated to the fucking T. I'm gonna fucking investigate her life like she's getting hired for a fucking top agent, CIA security, some shit, because these niggas are wiping. It's like, if only you knew, if you're marrying her, if only you knew,
yo,
if you had access to just even, if only you knew. It's like,
yo, this show could end lives, boy. This show could end marriages. We're doing a favor to you, bro. We're helping you.
Yeah, and I mean, and you are good. I would never put this out. You guys are good girl. I would be happy. Go be happy, like that.
Go live your life.
Yeah, that'd be some lame shit to like fucking do some shit like that. But no, you might be laid up with a bitch who you just married or you're thinking about marrying, and another dude just did everything under the fucking sun with her. Oof. He might even have some. He might even have like some record. He might have some shit on his phone, some recordings, video. He might have something in where it's like, that shit. That's really the last thing that you. You don't want your girl fucking.
This reminds me of like the Lil Wayne, the Lil Wayne bar where he's like, she swallowed so much nut, I found a squirrel in her throat. Yo, if you're finding squirrels in your girl, bro, after she's been had, I'm sorry, man. That's like a really good way to end the relationship. But you know, Tez, I actually have a question for you, bro. What are you doing if a girl says to you, I have a lot of guy friends? Yo!
The girl tells me she has a lot of guy friends.
Give us the breakdown, bro. How are we supposed to handle this situation?
I really can't even imagine. Like, if a girl I'm trying to take serious says, I have a lot of guy friends, like, what does that, like, what are you even, like, what? like, that is, like, you are, like, no, recreational use only. Like,
wow.
You are not being taken serious. Like, I can't even, like, like, a girl just telling you, I have a lot of guys. I'll just never take it. She just won't get taken serious. Like, cool. Just either you cut them off, or, like, I'll let her know, like, I just don't fuck with girls who, like, you got a lot of guy friends for what? Like, I personally don't take, and that's one thing Donovan Sharp says, you don't give them an ultimatum, but you just let them know your standard. Like, I don't fuck with girls who have guy friends. Like, and she's either going to cut them off or she's going to not fuck with you and keep them around. And that just lets you know where you stand. But if a girl tells me that, if a girl is telling you that she has a lot of guy friends and she thinks that's just okay, you did something wrong before to make her believe that is okay. Because a girl knows by the way you move, your energy, what she can and what she can't get away with. So if a girl's just telling you, I have a lot of guy friends, and she's expecting you to be okay with it, or she's kind of just nonchalant, like not really caring about it, she either, one, doesn't respect you because she thinks you're a simp or a sucker or someone who just is unaware, who doesn't get it, or two, she's testing you to see what you're gonna say. Like, if you're actually a fucking man and you're gonna say, get rid of him, or if you're gonna say, oh, I don't mind, like, cool, how long have you known them? Have they been like your childhood friends? Like, that's fine. That's like, and you think you're like not insecure by not having these standards, but in her head she's like, I know these guys want to fuck me, and I'm just saying, if you're a real man and have boundaries and standards to where you're actually gonna lay this down and not be scared to lose me, and she's gonna have less respect for you. So it's either one or two things. If she tells you she has a lot of guy friends, she doesn't respect you, she thinks you're a simp or a sucker, you're unaware, or she's testing you to see if you're a real man or not the fake real man that bitches say, like, oh, you're a real man. Like, if she thinks you actually have boundaries and you're gonna stand on something. So if a girl says that, like, if your girl's telling you she has a lot of guy friends, like, it's a big ass red flag. But if a bitch tells me she has a lot of guy friends, like what the fuck? Like, no, like, hell no. Like, I'm not fucking, like, what the fuck do you mean you have a lot of guy friends? Like, I'm not taking her serious. That's just me. Like, I'm not taking a bitch serious. But yeah. And if a girl, another thing you have to decode too with these hoes, these women, is fucking, if she's trying to hold off sex, if she says no, I don't do this, or I don't do this on the first night.
I don't usually do this.
Yeah, I don't usually
How do we handle that? I don't usually do this, womanese.
Yeah, or I don't do this on the first night, or let's wait. Like, even if you've been talking to this girl for a few weeks, you try to fuck her a couple times and she's kind of declined you. It's been a month, 2 months, 3 months, and you've like hung out with her a few times, but she still hasn't fucked you. What she's telling you is that your value isn't high enough for you to get sex from me. I need more compliance from you. Since your value is low in my eyes, I need more compliance. I need more attention. I need more time from you because your value is low. So the more time, attention, resources that you have to give a girl to have sex with her, the less your value is. The less time, attention, and resources you have to give a girl to have sex with you, the higher your value is. Like, for example, I'll use like a famous person or a rich person. They might see a girl 1 or 2 times, give her fucking an hour, 2 hours of her time, and she just sucked his dick, did everything. They did everything together. And fucking, he only spent fucking a couple hours with her, maybe hung out with her once or twice, but she gave it all up to him because his value is high as fuck. But with you, since your value is low, you have to hang out with her 3 or 4 times a week. You've seen her fucking 10, 12 times out of the month. You've hung out with her fucking 20 times and she still hasn't fucked you because in her eyes, your value just isn't high enough. She needs a lot more time, resources, and attention from you because your value is low. So if a girl is holding off sex from you, that is what it is. Because there's another guy out there that she fucked on the first or the second night and she didn't set these rules for him, but she's setting them for you. So Yeah, it goes back to like the role. It says like women make rules for betas and break rules for alphas or some shit. Like they make rules for guys who they don't really fuck with like that, that they don't respect, and they break the rules for the guys who they respect. So if a girl is trying to get compliance from you for sex, she's inadvertently telling you your value's low.
Yeah, dude. Literally, like, think about this, right? The way that Tez is breaking this down for you is actually giving you a lot of knowledge and a lot of sauce here, because if you were to apply this knowledge in real time the way that we're conveying it to you, you're going to find yourself in a winning position. Yeah, alpha bucks, beta fucks, right? Or whatever. That meaning she makes rules for guys she doesn't want to have sex with, but she breaks rules for guys she does want to have sex with. So let's talk about this, right? We say to Tez, a girl says, I have a lot of guy friends. Tez says in real time, I don't really hang out with girls that have a lot of guy friends, or I don't really hook up with girls that have a lot of guy friends. You've now set a standard, a rule. You made yourself Harvard. You made yourself sharper and harder to get in. So now you have standards, which means you have rules, which means you're a man. You have your own world. You create the world in the way that you see best fit for your operation to be running smoothly. Now, she has to comply or get by to those fucking rules. But if you don't have rules, she's all of a sudden going to start making rules. So either you make rules or she's going to start saying things like, well, the reason we haven't had sex for such a long time is I'm just waiting. Or some bullshit. I want you to understand something as a man. You either want a woman for one of two things, sex or a relationship, right? And they're both pretty much the same thing in the beginning. And if she's not giving you either one of those in the very beginning, you are losing by virtue of the game, of the dance, of being in the dating world to begin with. So if she's making rules against your sexual need, you lose. But if you're making rules for her to fall into, you win. Because that makes you so much more interesting, that you are living your life in such a standard that she has to go out of her way to follow your rules to be there for you. That is a situation where she comes into your world, but now, let's say that she came into your world because you followed some rules. You set some standards. You're in the relationship now. You've had some sex. It's been like 2 weeks. Jamal's texting her. She says, oh, he's just a friend. What you gonna do?
Damn.
What does that mean in womanese, bro? He's just a friend.
Damn, that's some fucked up shit. And women are like children. Put it like this. Think about the mom. When she's at home with the kids and the kids are behaving crazy as fuck, they're doing whatever the fuck, running around butt naked, drawing on the wall, doing dumb shit, cursing, throwing books and shit. They're misbehaving because the mom isn't the disciplinary one. She's not the one who sets the standard or the discipline. It's the dad. So when the dad's not around, all the kids are fucking misbehaving, doing whatever the fuck they want, acting crazy. But the second the dad gets home and he starts fucking laying down some boundaries and discipline, now the kids want to behave and want to know how to act. It's the same way with your girl. The guy out there with no fucking standards, no boundaries, who thinks he's secure by acting this way, but really he's insecure. The guy with no boundaries or no standards, his girl's the one out here in clubs, dancing on guys out till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, having these girls trips, girls night outs, getting drunk, having guy friends, doing whatever the fuck she wants, misbehaving. She's around the mom right now. You're the mom that has no standards, no boundaries, so the kid is going to do whatever the fuck they want. So no, you need to have these standards, like you're the fucking dad of the household. Have these boundaries, be the disciplinary one, know what you're going for and what you're not going for. That way when you come home to your wife, or example, i.e. your kids, everyone's all of a sudden behaving because they know you have standards, that you actually set boundaries, and you're not going to let them walk all over you. So you need to be the fucking dad to your bitch. That's the role you need to play. Obviously you're not her fucking dad, but that is you having the discipline and fucking having real boundaries and standards. That's how you need to be. Because if you don't, your girl's gonna be the bad kids at home with her mom. Like, you're the bitch now. You're acting like the mom. If you're a guy with no standards or no standards or no fucking boundaries, because you think you're secure, or you don't want to lose her, and you have no boundaries, your girl is not gonna fucking behave, and she's not gonna respect you. She's gonna do whatever the fuck they want. So you need to start having fucking real boundaries, so your girl behaves. She is spot on. She acts right. Because the kids, when the dad come home, all of a sudden they fucking turn into fucking army soldiers, and they know exactly what the fuck to do, and they stop all that shit. They're fucking sitting on the couch, not blinking, watching TV, because they know the dad is gonna fucking whoop their ass. That's how you need to be with your bitch.
Yeah, you need to have standards, you need to have boundaries, and you need to have requirements. A standard, like Tez was saying before, I don't talk to girls that have a lot of guy friends. Boundaries. You need to have boundaries. Up in this relationship, you don't have any guy friends. Requirement. If you're in a relationship with me, we having threesomes every fucking weekend. Bring a girl, you in, you out. Requirement, right? So every man is going to have different standards. Every man is going to have different boundaries, and every guy's going to have different requirements. And when you have requirements, that actually is going to like evolve your level in the game. But in order to get any standard or any boundary or any requirements, you need to know what you're dealing with at first. You need to know what you're fucking with. And what you're fucking with when you're talking to the average or modern day girl, you're fucking with a very deceptive creature in her nature. And for better or for worse, right? That doesn't mean that every girl's evil. A lot of them are operating in a frame that's just kind of been the societal norm. But at the same time, a lot of girls are fucking evil. It depends how deep you get into this game, right? Now, if you're able to interpret her words and her behaviors and her actions, and you're kind of able to hold your respect based on these behaviors and these actions, and you're able to read the cues and you're able to figure out the situation quickly, this is going to result in your favor quite often. In fact, if you guys were following me on Instagram, you probably just saw like 3 girls up in my bedroom. Now, keep in mind, when that happened, I didn't know those girls to begin with. I met them out in the world, and having good conversation and having like a fun time together, they decided to come back here with me. Now, the reason that is because of a lot of things. Social cues, social understanding, conveying value, understanding conversation. I want you guys to understand that with just a few adjustments in your communication skills, which you can get from watching 5 Star, if you guys just get engaged in this community, if you're subscribing to us, if you're liking this video, if you're sharing this with at least 5 friends, if you're in the comments commenting, if you're doing the best that you can, if you're praying to God for your mate or mates, if you're in the comments and you're making yourself dateable, like tell some fun facts about yourself in the comments right now. What is your height, weight, age, activity level in terms of traveling for dating? What kind of partner are you looking for? What makes you valuable? In fact, if you're so valuable and you understand what you're doing, you should tell us some value topics or some topics of value about yourself in the comments right now. So people that are watching this show, by far and large, can kind of get like a sense of who you are and make sure that in this interconnected internet world of community and chaos that we have, sometimes you can be paired off if you make these subtle adjustments. But that being understood, once you do get involved with me and Tez, and you do get in the 5 Star communities that we have come up for you, and you know what it takes to be a good communicator with women, and you understand the feminine virtues and the lack thereof, and you're able to duck and weave and dodge and bounce between this constant dance of a relationship that's always you and the women and how they're fucking acting based on their feelings, you'll be the ultimate samurai of womanese, and you'll be able to convey your masculine virtue and build a fucking kingdom exactly the way that you want it to be built out. And that's what we want for you guys the most. No man should be any less than a king in his own home, especially if he's bringing girls out. And I just want to say, for all the times in my life where I have seen men be disrespected to the point of nothing in their relationship, be kind or nice to the point where they have no identity left because they've adhered to this husk of a man that's only there to be a nice guy and a good boy so he could get a little bit or a trickle down of some pussy, is exactly the opposite of what we want you to be. We want you to be 5-star gentlemen that are locked in with us, that are out here coming to the events that we put together, coming to the locations that we have for you guys coming up, getting out here, getting involved in the world of women, but also becoming a stand-up gentleman, working in the world of business, working in the world of adhering to making the community that you're in a better place. And by virtue of such, when you help one person, you're helping many people. That's the kind of man that we want you to be. And you cannot be that man if you're too busy and too stuck in the world of womanese, listening to their bullshit, getting caught off guard and thrown off guard by their bullshit. Like, even with me, dude, these girls will be throwing tests out of fucking nowhere, and you don't even see them coming. Hey, baby, I'm gonna take you to this restaurant. No, let's try this place. Right? Little shit like that. The girls will do that shit to me. You can never say ever, oh yeah, no, we're gonna do what you want to do. Right? You can never make a concession, because once you do, that's a strike against the whole fucking back and forth that you set up. And listen, if you're a guy dating these chicks, you know it is a lot of fucking work to date these chicks. It's a lot of work and time, setting it up, getting her dressed up, getting her ready, making her feel good, making her feel dateable, making her feel sexy, timing the text messages, making sure that the dance and the balance of being in a sexually attractive relationship has the autonomy of something that's going to last long enough for you to have many dates thereafter, or even skip the dating part and get right into the fucking part, right? Which is what a lot of you people are in it for. Tez, bro, like, how are we going to deal with this womanese, bro? Like, what's going on here?
Like, you have to really know this shit and be able to fucking understand it and decode it and respond to this shit, because if you don't, they're just gonna run fucking circles over you, and you're gonna be wasting your time, attention, and resources. So this shit is like, you have to understand how women communicate. Yeah, it's a fucking lot, but that's the only way you're gonna be able to win this battle or this fight. And that shit sounds crazy, like a battle or a fight. Like, this shit is really a fucking, like, you're in the ring with the fucking a black belt. These bitches have been getting attention their whole life, all day, every day, by guys. So they are fucking, when it comes to dealing with the opposite gender, they're a fucking black belt. They run laps around, girls run laps around most guys, because they have so much fucking experience with dealing with the opposite gender. And guys are getting taken advantage of, because they might have talked to 3, 4, 5 girls, and they're talking to a girl who's who's at interactions with 20, 50, 100 guys. So they already know how to maneuver and play this game as fucking experts, as a black belt. And you're in this fucking game not knowing what the fuck. You're in this fight not knowing what the fuck is going on. You're treating it like it's just another day, like it doesn't mean much. But that's exactly how guys end up in marriages with girls who never even deserved it, and they end up getting divorced. And I've said this before, they end up seeing their kids once every other weekend, and fucking they got to pay child support. It's because they didn't take this part serious. You have to really learn. Like, this shit, this red pill RP shit, like, this is really a degree in itself. Like, you got to really study this shit and learn this shit so you can be equipped and find the right partner or a girl who's actually worth it. Because if you don't study this shit, when the test comes, when you find that girl who you like, and really she should have failed the test you should have gave her an F grade a long time ago. But no, you didn't study, so you want to fucking think that this is the right one, because you can't see her for what she is. You don't see the right answers. The equation's not making sense to you. You give this bitch an A still simply because she's fucking you, and you don't know how to decode what she's telling you. So that's how a lot of guys get in a fucking relationship with the girl who doesn't deserve it. So you have to be able to break this shit down and really understand girls for what they're saying, because they speak indirect and we speak direct. So anytime a girl says some shit that you don't understand, I want you to really actually take some time, maybe when you're away from her, think about it, or watch this podcast, Google it, do whatever the fuck you got to do to figure out what she was saying. Like, if she says I need space, or I need to fucking find myself, let's just be friends. Even if she said, if a girl says you're toxic, you're toxically masculine, what she's telling you is you have boundaries, you have standards that I don't like. You're not letting me get away with stuff that guys normally let me get away with, and I don't like this, because I want to be liberated. I want to have my freedom, and this is making me this means your value is high, and this is making me feel some kind of way. So I'm going to try to shame you out of your masculinity by calling it toxic and guilt trip you. So a girl will call you toxically masculine if you are a guy out there with standards or boundaries. So you got to just be able to decode the shit. Because if you're a masculine dude and you're doing the right shit, like just naturally, and a girl calls you toxically masculine, that could make a dude start to feel like, what does she mean? Like, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Like, what does toxic masculinity actually mean? So she's going to start to guilt you out of it, and you're like, oh shit, maybe she's right. So then you're maybe going to start letting up a little bit, start fucking not having boundaries like you used to. And then as time goes on, she's going to fucking stop respecting you as much as she did before she called you toxically masculine. So you just got to be aware of these things. That way you don't start going down the wrong path and not getting the results you want because you didn't take the time to actually really study this shit. Because you have to study this shit. Like, a lot of guys don't know what girls mean when they say shit like this. So this is a fucking education with this shit. Like, study these hoes, study these women so you understand.
You need to study these girls, guys, because Tez was right. Love is a battlefield. It is a fucking war out here. Your boy is walking around with the strap 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because it is a war. We're only talking about womanese. We're not even talking about how much you need the girl to comply. So by the time that you have her in your world, she's not even allowed to have fucking Instagram. If she does have an Instagram, it's under you. She's not even allowed to have a fucking iMessage account or an Apple account. If she does have one, it's under you, inside your family. You feel me? We'll do entire episodes on that and give you guys a structure on how to have a structured family home with one girl if you're that kind of guy, or with many if you're a normal guy. And give you all the sauce that you need to understand that, like, you constantly have to be battling these women because women changed. And if you don't understand that women changed, then you don't understand the dating market by large and whole. See, there was a time where the hardwiring that you have in your natural masculinity to be a gentleman, to be chivalrous, to be kind, to be sweet, and all those things, the reason that you're like that is because you're hardwired for the response of a feminine woman. But the women have lost their fucking femininity to propaganda. And if you wanted to just be a natural, traditional guy, you would have to go to another country where the women are feminine in order for you to get the normal, traditional response. But you're not going to get that because these girls in the modern day have changed, and it is getting worse by far and by large. And we are always coming up with the solutions to have you prospering with women, having many women. In fact, the deeper that, again, you subscribe to this channel, the deeper that I know who's in here. If you guys want to, like, if you got ladies on the show, you want to get on here, you want to come on the show, direct message me. The more that I see you engaging with it, the more I'll be able to help put the value that you guys need to get the ultimate sauce on how to get yourself a nice dating pool of girls that really, really genuinely fuck with you. So the battle, though the war is never going to be fucking over, my guy. You'll be 80 years old and the bitch will still be testing you, okay? It's always going to be like this. But you take these lessons and you remember that shit when you're 80 and you're rocking chairs, sipping this podcast through a straw while you're watching, you're drinking a milkshake, watching 5 Star in the year 2080. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give you all the sauce that you need, because you got to also understand, me and Tez are just breaking down womanese. We haven't even talked to you about, hey, how AI is going to destroy the fucking future of dating, and you got to be ahead of that. How sex robots are going to be a part of the future of dating, and you got to be ahead of that. And females will either, the pendulum will swing so far into death, destruction, and whoredom that they're just going to end up in the biggest killing of themselves, or just end up in the most loneliest generation of women that there ever were. Like, what do they call that in Japan? Shishine or Shinsong or whatever it is. Or they're going to lock up and have like a fucking, you're going to have a bunch of women, you're going to have one man and many concubines, bro. We're really getting you guys prepared for the future. This is the one place, 5 Star Livestream is the one place where we're giving you the actual real sauce on having a cohesive relationship with you and your girls, bro. There is no other podcast doing it. It's only Chris and Tez giving you the future.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Fucking giving you a future, help save your future, getting you prepared. That way you don't get fucking ran over by these hoes. We gave him some fucking heat today. We gave him an hour of heat, bro. It's on you, my guy. If you want to keep going, you know what I'm saying? We could do that. Or you guys might get some extra content, some bonus content coming up soon. I don't know. Me and Tez got a lot of shit going on. How you feeling about this, bro? Yeah, we gave him some fucking heat, some value, made him a fucking aware. Like, now if you weren't aware of this shit, at least now when women talk, you just think about it. Like, anything that happens in your life, start fucking analyzing and think about, why did this happen? How can I prevent this from happening again? I don't want it to happen. What do I have to do? Find a fucking solution, and you are going to be in the fucking game. But we gave him some crazy-ass value. We hit him with some fucking good-ass fucking... some good ass to everything, bro. We gave him some good ass value.
Yeah, we gave him the sauce. But listen. The upcoming episodes of 5 Star are about to be some major fucking heat. We're coming up on a new month. Shout out to all the people who have supported. Shout out to every single viewer that we've had on here. We do know that you guys are listening intently, watching intently. I have seen the changes in the community. I have seen the changes in people watching. You guys have been nothing but fantastic to us. We're going to be fantastic right back. Me and Tez are actually about to sit down and talk and plan out how we can add more value to your lives on this show right here, 5-star live stream. You know where to find us on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Twitter, everywhere that you could possibly imagine finding us. We're there, and we'll take care of you.
Let's go. We out here.
We out, gang.